Now, what is megasporogenesis? Megasporogenesis occurs in gynecium, just like microsporogenesis, which occurs in the male reproductive organ, stamen, in the anther. So, formation of microspores from microspore mother cell through meiosis is called microsporogenesis. Megasporogenesis is the formation of megaspores from megaspore mother cell through meiosis. Now you have to focus at nucellus. Nucellus means a cluster of cells which store reserved food materials inside the ovule, at the center of the ovule, at the center of the megasporangium. Nucellus is a diploid tissue. It surrounds the embryo sac or female gametophyte. Female gametophyte or embryo sac will develop from nucellus. How does it develop? Nucellus stores nutrients. It is a cluster of compactly packed cells at the center of ovule. A single cell of nucellus located near micropyle differentiates into megaspore mother cell. Please remember, a single megaspore mother cell differentiates from nucellus at the micropylar pole towards micropyle of the ovule. A single megaspore mother cell differentiates from nucellus. Megaspore mother cell is a large cell with dense cytoplasm, prominent nucleus. It is a diploid cell. The megaspore mother cell now undergoes meiosis, reduction division. As a result, it divides into 4 daughter cells which are haploid. These 4 haploid daughter cells are called megaspores. So, formation of megaspores from megaspore mother cell through meiosis is called megasporogenesis. Now, these 4 megaspores develop from a single megaspore mother cell through meiosis. And out of the 4 megaspores, 3 will degenerate. Only 1 megaspore remains viable. Only 1 megaspore remains functional. And this functional megaspore will develop into embryo sac or female gametophyte. The 3 megaspores simply degenerate. The single functional megaspore develops into embryo sac or female gametophyte. How does it occur? This is the megaspore mother cell with dense cytoplasm, prominent nucleus. It develops from nucellus. This is the tissue, nucellus. A single cell of nucellus differentiates into megaspore mother cell towards micropylar end. Now this megaspore mother cell divides into 2 daughter cells by meiosis 1. First meiosis occurs. As a result, microspore, 2 megaspores are formed. 2 daughter cells are formed which are haploid. This is called megaspore dyad. Then meiosis 2 occurs. Second meiosis. As a result, 4 daughter cells are formed which are called megaspore tetrad. 2 megaspores are formed by first meiosis. Then they are divided into 4 haploid megaspores by second meiosis. 3 megaspores degenerate only one megaspore remains functional towards the micropylar end. The megaspore which remains towards the micropyle remains functional. The functional megaspore. This is the functional megaspore. The functional megaspore is a haploid cell. It has a single nucleus. This is the megaspore which remains functional. The 3 megaspores become non-viable. So this nucleus of this functional megaspore divides by mitosis to form 2 nuclei. This is the functional megaspore. The single nucleus divides by mitosis forming 2 nuclei. The 2 nuclei undergo another mitosis. They are divided into 4 nuclei. These 4 nuclei undergo another mitosis, so they are divided into 8 nuclei. 2, 4, 8. So the nucleus of the functional megaspore undergoes repeated mitosis, forming 2 nuclei, 4 nuclei, 8 nuclei. This is called 2 nucleate embryo sac, 4 nucleate embryo sac, 8 nucleate embryo sac. These nuclear divisions are free nuclear divisions. Free nuclear divisions mean only the nucleus is divided and redivided. Cytoplasm is not divided. Only the nuclei are dividing. Karyokinesis occurs. There is no cytokinesis. Cytoplasm is not divided. So these are free nuclei, and the mitotic divisions are called free nuclear divisions. The nuclear divisions are not followed by cell wall formation. The nuclei are simply divided and redivided, but there is no formation of cell wall. After 8 nucleate embryo sac is formed, now the female gametophyte or embryo sac will be organized. 4 nuclei move towards one pole, 4 nuclei move towards the opposite pole. Then 3 nuclei, 1, 2, 3 nuclei constitute egg apparatus towards the micropyle. 3 nuclei remain together as a group towards the chalazal pole. They are called antipodals. Egg apparatus consists of 3 haploid nuclei which are surrounded by cell walls. Now cell walls are formed around the nuclei. These are the 3 cells towards the micropyle. These are the 3 nuclei towards the chalazal pole. Below the egg apparatus, these are the haploid nuclei which are left, 2 polar nuclei. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 nuclei, and they are organized in a typical manner in a very specific pattern to form embryo sac or female gametophyte. Now this is the large central cell towards the micropyle which is called egg, female gamete, which will be fertilized. It is flanked, that means it lies between 2 haploid cells called synergids. The egg and 2 synergids together constitute egg apparatus. Egg apparatus is situated towards the micropylar end. Antipodals, they don't have any function. They lie towards the chalazal pole, and the polar nuclei lie below egg apparatus. Now this is the central cell. This whole is called central cell. So if you count the number of cells, you will find there are 7 cells but 8 nuclei. How many nuclei? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 nuclei. A female gametophyte is 8 nucleate but 7 celled. 7 celled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is the 7th cell called central cell. 1, 2, 3, 3 cells, egg cell and 2 synergids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 antipodals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7th. This is the 7th cell called central cell. So a mature embryo sac or female gametophyte is 8 nucleate but 7 celled. This is the final form organization of a typical embryo sac of all flowering plants. Towards the chalazal end, antipodals. Towards the micropylar end, synergids and egg cell called egg apparatus. Egg cell, 2 synergids, 2 polar nuclei and central cell. This is the central cell. Look at the filiform apparatus. These are the cellular thickenings of the synergids. The synergids have certain cellular projections or thickenings which are called filiform apparatus. Filiform apparatus actually help in the penetration of pollen tube into the embryo sac for fertilizing the egg cell. The filiform apparatus actually guide the pollen tube in the entry into the embryo sac and then fertilizing the egg cell. Filiform apparatus are certain cellular thickenings at the micropylar end of the 2 synergids. These are the 2 synergids. This is the egg cell, polar nuclei, antipodals, and this is the central cell. So these are the stages of megasporogenesis, starting from megaspore mother cell. A single megaspore, how does it develop into 8 nucleate 7 celled embryo sac or female gametophyte.